EFCC revives 13 ex-governors' 772 billion naira fraud cases. Oh boy. This EFCC self, your case is more than the Nigerian judiciary case, I tell you. Okay, they have so many cases. Are we seeing results? How many have they been winning? Who has ever been convicted? What are the outcome of their investigations? I don't understand. This EFCC case now, I don't understand. So now reviving 13 ex-governors cases for investigation. I know that some of them will be in this Tinubu government. Will the military not cover them? Will they be investigated and will they be prosecuted if found wanting? Well, let's dive into the details to see how EFCC wants to do it, how they want to achieve it, and who are the people affected. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has reopened money laundering cases against 13 former governors and some former ministers, with the amount involved running up to 853.8 billion naira. Sunday Punch findings reveals that the amount at stake in the high-profile cases involving the former governors and ex-ministers was not less than 772 billion naira. However, the anti-graft agency is currently investigating the 81.6 billion naira that was allegedly looted in the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation. However, another 2.2 billion naira was alleged to have gone missing through money laundering, fund diversion, and misappropriation in recent times. The 2.2 billion was allegedly diverted by a former National Security Advisor, Sambo Dasuki, late media mongoose Raymond Dokpesi, former governor of Sokoto State, Atahiru Bafarawa, and former Minister of State for Finance, Bashir Yuguda, and others. According to the EFCC, the money was meant for arms procurement in support of the war against terrorism, but it was laundered, diverted, and misappropriated. Now, while Dasuki was in custody of the Department of State Services in 2015, the EFCC arrested Dokpesi, Bafarawa, Yuguda, and others. Okay, they were all arrested after being indicted by a presidential committee that investigated arms procurement under former President Goodluck Jonathan's administration. So the committee said about 2.2 billion was diverted for purposes other than arms procurement. Now, the affected persons include two former Ekiti State governors, Kayode Fayemi and Ayo Fayose, former Zamfara State Governor Bello Matawale, two former Enugu State Governors, Chimaroke Nnamani and Sullivan Chime, former Nasarawa State Governor Abdullahi Adamu, former Kano State Governor Rabiu Kwakwanso. Okay, so where is Ganduje in this now? Others are former Rivers State Governor Peter Odili, former Abia State Governor Theodore Oji, former Gombe State Governor Danjuma Goje, former Sokoto State Governor Aliyu Wamako, former Bayelsa State Governor Timi Priyesiva, and former Jigawa State Governor Sule Lamido. Oh boy, so these are the governors they want to deal with. Where is Ganduje in all of these? Okay. And where is Ojikalo in all of these? Where is Amechi? You are jumping Amechi and Wike. You are going to Odili. This matter not they go anywhere. Odili's own, that is already a cold case, that an injunction, perpetual injunction was given for no court to attend to that matter again. These people are joking. So Matawale, who is currently serving as the Minister of Defense in the administration of President Bola Tinubu, is being probed for alleged 70 billion money laundering, while Fayemi, who served as Minister of Solid Minerals Development in former President Muhammadu Buhari's cabinet from November 11, 2015 to May 30, 2018, before resigning to contest the governorship election for his second term. He is being investigated for an alleged 4 billion naira fraud, while Fayose, a two-term governor of Ekiti State, is being investigated by the anti-graft agency for an alleged 6.9 billion naira fraud. Nnamani is being probed for an alleged 5.3 billion naira fraud. Chima is being investigated for an alleged 450 million naira campaign fraud as part of the 23 billion naira allegedly shared by a former Minister of Petroleum Resources, Desiani Alice Madueke, while Adamu is under probe for alleged 15 billion naira fraud. Oh boy. Kwakwanso is being probed for alleged non-remittance of 10 billion naira pension fund. Oji is being investigated over alleged 551 billion naira money laundering, while Odile is similarly being probed for alleged 100 billion naira fraud. It is not yet clear how the probe of the Rivers State Governor will be handled, as he obtained an order of perpetual injunction restraining the Efcc and other security agencies from Federal High Court, in March 2008, which has not been vacated to date. Exactly. Goje is being proved by the Commission for an alleged 5 billion naira fraud. Wamako is being investigated for alleged diverting 15 billion naira. Silva, a former Minister of State for Petroleum under Buhari, is under probe for alleged 19.2 billion naira money laundering, while Lamido is being investigated for an alleged 1.35 billion naira fraud. Desiani is being probed over several alleged money laundering cases running into several billions of naira and millions of dollars. So sources privy to the development told our correspondent on Friday that the Efcc chairman Ola Olukoyede, who was reviewing all the high-profile cases and had since his resumption or assumption of office, reappointed investigators to take up the several probes without prejudice to the suspect social or political status. So the chairman is reviewing all high-profile cases, and he has ordered the investigators not to treat anyone differently, especially politically exposed persons, such as former governors and ministers who were indicted for money laundering, an impeccable source told Sunday Punch. It's a serious matter. So this is exactly what this man wants to do. So all of these people will have to be investigated. Quite a long one, I tell you. Okay. So, and people are already reacting to this statement. And somebody said, match your words with action. The money is enough to develop Nigeria. Exactly. Akpabio, Benga Daniels, Dimeji Bankole, or Oshomole, Fashola, etc. Or is it for selected few? Exactly, just like I was saying. There are key people, including Ganduje, including not just Okalo. There are so many of them. What about something like Lucky Benedio of Nibori of Delta, Lucky Benedio of all those are long-term cases anyway. But are all who in Nigerian politics has not been stealing? Somebody, the slogan of this administration is renew hope. Why not focus on the renewal of the hope of Nigerians? Because you will prove all this is money will be budgeted for all these probes and results will not come out. Someone said that's rubbish again. Glare cases are never concluded because of cases recycling and cycle to chop I chop syndrome. Please employ me at EFCC. We do a wonderful job. Okay, the number are too much, that some of them are being forgotten or deliberately omitted. Our senators should show the people their constituency project. If possible, hire external auditors to unravel the trillions of naira looted, which will be enough to turn this country to paradise. After all, the prayers will still hit each other. After all the prayers, we still hit each other with passion. And that is the reason for the massive lootings, not minding the consequences. Refineries, hospitals, schools, roads, drinkable water, etc. None is working. And a former governor of Rivers State is drinking whiskey, worth 5 million naira per bottle. 40 years old whiskey. And how much is the salary of a soldier, just asking? Exactly. That is very bad though. I'm telling you. So, and how is it that Wiki is not in this probe? Nigeria is stinking with corruption and maladministration, leaving the populace in abject poverty and hardship. Very bad. So no politician in Nigeria that are sent. God help us. EFCC chair, sir, you are indeed a courageous man, okay, that God has chosen to run that office successfully to the end of the betterment of Nigeria. Sir, please advise the government to set up special court for trials and also time limit. Say 1 year, or each for each case. It is after all a legal maximum that a legal maxim, okay, that justice delayed is justice denied. So the Nigerian people have been denied justice for too long a time. Thanks, sir, and hoping that this information will get to you. What are you writing? None of them is free. Oh, this EFCC is still going to end up as a wild good chase. So thank you for listening, and let's have a comment in this matter.